Hey yo, can y'all believe that it's still people out here trying to defend one of the worst scenes, if not the worst scene in Dragon Ball history, in Super Saiyan Blue Goku versus Krillin? It's still people out here trying to defend that. And even after all these years, they're still trying to tell me that scene made sense because Super Saiyan Blue is ultimate ki control. So he was able to ultimately control his Kamehameha to less than his base form. Yeah, as a Super Saiyan Blue. No way, shape, or form does that make sense. Super Saiyan Blue is supposed to be stronger than Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, Super Saiyan God. And you're trying to tell me that Goku was able to hold his Kamehameha, which is a concentrated ki blast. Now, we're not just talking about a fight, a fist fight, or even just normal ki throwing. We're talking about a concentrated ki blast in a Kamehameha that he was able to control that ki to less than his base form, because base form Goku is already far above Krillin. That makes sense to you? And I can completely debunk your ki control argument, because it still heavily drains his ki, his stamina. So how does that make sense? How is it ultimate ki control when he can't even control his ki to not heavily drain his stamina? Make it make sense. It makes no sense. Super Saiyan 4 is actually ultimate ki control, because it's not heavy on his body. It's not heavily draining him. He can hold the form while completely unconscious, and he's still a Super Saiyan 4. That's ki control. Super Saiyan Blue is nowhere near that level of control. And even then, even with Super Saiyan 4's ultimate ki control, it still wouldn't make sense for him to do a Kamehameha with Krillin and have Krillin push it back. It still wouldn't make sense, because the amount of holding back you would have to do doesn't add up. It does not make any logical sense, even by Dragon Ball standards. You know, I'm not just talking about making it logic. I'm talking about logic even by Dragon Ball standards. It doesn't make sense. So there's no way that you're going to convince me that scene made sense. It's hands down the worst scene in Dragon Ball history. It shows that not even the writers know what they're doing. And like the editor said of the OG Dragon Ball, Toyotaro, he has no direction. He doesn't understand manga. He has no direction whatsoever of what he's doing. So the manga isn't much better than the anime. And I'm so glad the anime isn't coming back. So glad, because that scene right there is what really made me realize that they have no idea about Dragon Ball. They're just doing whatever for fan service. Dragon Ball Super is one big scaling mess thanks to fan service and just trying to keep irrelevant people that should not be relevant power-wise, as we saw in the Buu saga, irrelevant, trying to bring them back in to reel in fans due to nostalgia and fan service. So don't try to convince me Super Saiyan Blue and Krillin having a Kamehameha battle made sense, because it didn't. Even normal Goku would have a hard time holding his ki, a Kamehameha blast, back enough to struggle with Krillin. Come on now. Make it make sense. I'll see you on the next video.